good to see you. Luckily, reviewing you is also part of my job. Today, we're reviewing Kamen Rider Kaixa. Yeah, I got a slightly damaged box now, because tape, but other than that, very nice box. I like the yellow motif going through it with the purple and the black, sort of Kaisa's color scheme, but I like how they use more purple than yellow. A little white there that's not supposed to be there. And you got a gray picture of Kaiza, the choking hazard label for an American release, all of the poses and stuff, simple action and simple style and heroic action is their slogan. And when we unbox this guy, we get an insane amount of stuff. 4 different versions. I'll go through the stuff piece by piece. He and Fies. I've heard this about Fies as well. I don't know though. I heard this from a girl who has a lot more Kamen Rider stuff than I do. She was actually dressed as Wataru, or Kamen Rider Kiva today, which was cool. Oh hey, that's cool. Wait, what? So this has to be. Does the blade extend when he puts the mission move? I haven't seen Fies yet, so I'm going solely on my like of the Kaiza suit design. But if somebody could tell me in the comments, this would be awesome. Does the blade extends? Am I right? If the blade extends when he puts the mission memory in, it's just like this until then. And then with the mission memory, turns into this, which is why in the stored mode it doesn't have the blade. Okay, so I don't know, I'm just guessing. But so anyway, oh shoot, there we go. So anyway, let's start in the most generic possible corner. Actually, let's start with him and get to accessories after we finish the figure. Here's Kaiza. Fans of die-cast feet rejoice, because he's got die-cast feet. Yay. Oh, he's got a little leg piece of sticky. I took the belt stuff off of Meteor. He's got a little sticker on his waist to keep his blade gun holster from messing with anything. That should just come right off. And yeah, you can unpeg the blade gun holster if you want. You can unpeg the Kaiza shot as well if you just want to have Kaiza without any of his gear. The belt buckle unpegs. He's got a loose belt, so if you had a Decade figure, you might be able to, or a DN figure technically, but DN never henches as riders. He always just shoots them out of his gun. So yeah. It's an awesome figure. I love this guy. Hang on. There we go. There. That's better. So here he is. Very cool. Got the X in his chest design. I like that part of him. The helmet. Again, what I love about the Fies Riders is they all base off of the Ryo Trooper's helmet. If you look, they all have a similar base, but with something much cooler over it. Again, terrific articulation. He's got a nice waist. He can actually break his back. Like, that's how far back he can go. And ab crunch he can do pretty well too. He has the style legs that pull down. Ixa didn't have that. Up, dropped him. The style hips that pull down, like so. That figuarts are known for, which allows a much more natural range of motion in a pose like a kick pose, even though Ixa could do a kick about that high, about as high as these could do too. Different system altogether, it's fine. He's got Only problem I can see is he's got a little problem with the arms, where when you bend it, he's got sort of a cut-off arm if you bend it the wrong way. Like, here, watch. That's not the way a human elbow looks, but hey. They did that so they could replicate the suit design. But yeah, he's got a nice range of motion, just like figuarts should. Here's the leg articulation, all the way back. Ankles are on a full joint, sideways, in and out, all around. He actually has a cuff around his ankles. He has an ankle cuff. That's kind of Kaisa's design, but it hinders the ankle a little bit, but it's nothing really severe. Still an awesome figure. And it's got a waist joint and a... I think he actually has a joint specifically made. You take off the driver, the shot, and the blade gun holster. Just to see this a little more clearly. He has the ability to pull his waist down just a tiny bit on a ratchet, which allows him a little more range of motion to be able to get him into his rider kick pose. Which is, let me see. Something like this. And obviously there'd be a cone of energy if this was the real Kaiza. But, yeah, he doesn't have a cone of energy, sadly. Now, I'm not going to be displaying him in a rider kick pose for two reasons. One, I don't have a Tamashi stage, and if I did, he doesn't have the energy cone, which makes it so that that's kind of useless. Now, I'm going to display the accessories. I'm going to start in the belt area. Now, first off, we have a secondary belt without the mission memory. If you look there. I'll put the normal belt on now, so you can see that one. There it is with the mission memory. I would compare these side by side, but they're tiny, and I'm afraid I'm going to lose them. Actually, sure, let's do it. There. With and without the mission memory. And I'll show you the next belt piece. I won't put it in. Here it is without the phone. Completely. So when he uses gun mode, and this one's upside down. So when he uses gun mode, yeah. So let's put these away. Let's see if I can get the... Yeah, the normal one, whichever belt you're using, the rest will fit into the belt slot. So the normal one will fit there. So I'm going to need the blank one that doesn't have any belt in it. Doesn't have a phone in it because I'm going to display him with the gun. Now the Kaiza pointer. Oh, I missed that on the rider kick pose. Now you do get a Kaiza pointer folded up. Actually, first I'll show you the opened Kaiza pointer here. And I'll display that now. I'll demonstrate that now. I'm not going to put it back into the rider kick pose just for the sake of time. Oh man! Oh man, it's articulated. Look at that. Articulation in that Kaiza pointer. And so yeah, you can stick it on his leg so you can deliver the final rider kick. So you can deliver the final rider kick. Yada yada yada. It's basically an upgrade of how they do the rider kick. And I'll reinstall the belt, the blank one without the driver. Actually, let's first... Oh my god, his knee came off. That's new. I think an Ixa can do that too. The knees on these guys seem to come off. I wonder if that's going to be an issue. I haven't really played with this guy outside of the review, so if there are some inherent issues that I miss, I'm sorry. But yeah, so let's put the shot back on his belt. Let's try out the holstered blade gun. Let's put all of the accessories that are not in use on. Let's make it so that he's completely show accurate with all of his accessories holstered. The kaixa pointer folded up plugs into his back. I know, but. And then here's the holstered blade gun, which can plug right here, like so. Now he's got a blade gun on his hip, which I think is cool. I love the blade gun. So yeah, here we go. And now let's change the belt to the one with the... Oh, actually, I've got one other belt to show off. For when he's initiating a rider, an attack, you have this belt. This is just with the phone open, so he can use this hand here. I think it's this hand. To hit enter. So you can have him with the blade gun ready to kill you. See right here. You can go for the charge. Except I think it actually had a different voice than the Fies driver. I'm forgetting. Now he does have a hand that is molded into the Fies shot in punch mode. Right here.
James.
Yeah.
Can I talk?
1 minute. Sorry, I'm reviewing Kaiza here. I got a little ways to go. I'll come in when I'm done, okay?
I'm leaving.
Huh?
Dad and I are going to go to the furniture store.
Okay.
We'll be back to go to dinner.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Take you for dinner.
Okay, sure. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. So, you can get all of the weapons on him without having him hold a thing, which I like. But that's no fun now, is it? Well, even if you have the holster, even if you have this belt piece on, there's never a way where you'll have a belt piece that doesn't actually fit into the accessories. Here. Even if you have this belt piece on, the base belt is similar enough that you can put the other belt in there. You can put them all in the molding, and the mold for the clamshell I don't think is different enough that it will notice. Let's see, can I close it? Perfectly. Yeah. No matter what you use, you'll always be able to store it. And because I'm going to use the gun, I'm going to need the blank belt. So, get the gun out. Okay, or the gun mode of the cell phone. So, I'm going to need my holding things hands. These will hold the kaixa phone, right? Yeah. Okay. So again, fists can go in place of holding things hands. You will always have a place to store your accessories. That is a good thing, because You want all your accessories to be safe for when you want to repose this guy later. The kaixa, the blade gun clip can be stored in the place where the blade gun with the blade gun clip went, because they are the same dimensions, just minus a blade gun. So yeah, that'll work perfectly. You can store any accessory you don't want. The kaixa shot. The kaixa shot is the only one that gets a little shoddy. By putting it in the place where the hand was, it's then a little deeper in there and doesn't have as much and can move around a little bit, but it'll work nonetheless. It goes here. Oh, actually, I almost think you could store it in the place where the kaixa pointer goes. The folded up pointer goes. Can you do that? Yeah, it fits. So, because you'll only be using one of the final attack weapons, unless you want to break rules, because he can only do a rider punch or a rider kick at the same time. You can store the kaixa pointer and shot, the folded up ones. If he's using the shot, then he'll have the extra kaixa shot to put away. If he's using the pointer, then he'll have the extra pointer to put away. You can store the extra one in the little place where you get the kaixa pointer piece when you open it originally, which is cool. I like that. That's a very nice little detail to allow everything to be stored in here. And I know I'm focusing on storage, but again, like I did last time. But that's kind of an important thing when you have a figure this expensive and this high quality with this many accessories. I almost feel like if I lost an accessory to this, that would be a very, very bad thing. Like, whereas, I think, okay, I hope I don't lose accessories with, say, a Gundam model, but if I lose one accessory, I get over it. When you pay 30 bucks for a figure this size, like, 30 bucks will get you a... Well, 30 bucks will get you a model that's smaller than this. But when you pay 30 bucks for a figure this size and this detail, a figure, not a model, I don't know. I don't know what the scaling is. I don't know what the price differential is on my point. But whatever. I don't know what I'm going on about at this point. I'm just sort of rattling on while I'm changing stuff. And he cannot hold all of his weapons in his hands. He has one too many weapons for that. Faiz could, if you wanted to be totally inaccurate. Actually, hang on. Unless he came with the Auto Vajin sword. Okay, so now for this piece on the blade gun, this can store right where it was if you switch it. So if you don't want the blade gun to have the long blade attached, because you have the gun in the other hand, so he's just got a gun. So the blade gun is going to be simply a gun instead of a blade gun. Then, yeah. So yeah, he can hold all of his weapons in some way, shape, or form. I almost want to do a sort of cop-style shooting pose, like this, with him. both of his guns, but hey. So why don't we get Ixa out here, just with his caliber, just for comparison's sake. I'll put him back away. I'm not gonna put him into burst mode just for comparison. I am gonna put the Ixa caliber in his hand though. There we go. Here's Ixa. Here's Ixa and here's Kaixa. These are my first two figuarts. I know I got Meteor too, but I got Kaixa before I got Meteor. And next review. Ready? I have rider puns now. Yep. I wish they came with a Kaixa phone in gun mode without the phone. Without the mission memory, so I could do that. But, hey. So I could have the Blay gun in Blay gun mode. But hey.